Good evening. Welcome to our annual Collage concert. We're so glad you could be with us tonight. We're featuring performances of our 5th grade band, our 8th grade band, and our high school symphonic band. We're starting off with our 5th grade band tonight. The first piece they will be playing is Lightly Row. Lightly Row is one of the first times that the band plays a duet together, and we will demonstrate all of these parts. So first we will start with everyone playing the melody. Next, you will hear the harmony. Next, you will hear the two parts put together, the melody and the harmony. In this case, the melody will be played by the brass, and the harmony part will be played by the woodwinds and the percussion. So we do have a few pieces that are holdovers from December. So hopefully you will allow us to play a few of these holiday songs, even though the weather outside is a little frightful. It's not, it kind of is snowing, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what it was doing on the way here. So this next song is Good King Wenceslas. Next, we have another song that sort of follows the same patterns of that and the previous songs, and we start to introduce more skips into our music. The next song is from Norway, and it is called Song of the Fjords. Now we have another duet piece that we're going to play, except we're going to flip the parts this time, and we're just going to play it as a duet so you can hear the melody and the harmony parts together. This is Jolly Old St. Nicholas. The melody will be played by the woodwinds and the percussion, and the brass players will play the harmony part. I think are we doing a percussion change right now? We are doing, okay. So percussion are changing instruments. This is the first time that they've done that, and it's something they'll get used to as they progress through their band careers, because not only will they be playing bells and drum pad like they are tonight, but they'll be playing other instruments that you'll be seeing: xylophone, bells, cymbals, bass drum, timpani, and even drum set. You're going to see all those instruments demonstrated by our older students tonight. I'd also like to take an opportunity to introduce our fifth grade band team that we have here. It's been a great year, and we're really appreciative of our school board administration and our fifth grade teachers and principals for making this a really successful year. We have a huge band up here this year, and we could not do it without their help and assistance. We have Mrs. Cooper, who has just joined us this year for the first time. We have our middle school band director and also department chair, who takes care of some of our full band and some of our lessons, Mr. Scott Mertens, down over there. And I teach here at the high school and also teach many of the fifth grade lessons, and I'm Mr. Ken Goodman. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hey, looks like we're all set. So this is Jolly Old St. Nicholas with the melody from the woodwinds and percussion and the harmony from the brass. You can see how the songs are getting a little more complex. They're starting to add more notes. We're not done yet, though. Our next song has an unusual title in our books. We don't know why. Someone thought it was pretty clever, I guess, when they put it in there. You'll probably recognize this song, but the title in the books is called Farm Out. And I think it took me 25 years to realize that they were joking about far out, maybe. I'm still not really sure. So let's see. We got to put out a percussion switch here. We'll give you guys just a couple more seconds to do that. And while we're doing that, I will mention and also thank the Sycamore Music Boosters for all they do for our music programs, especially for band. We know that it takes a lot of things and it takes a lot of resources to keep an entire music program running, not just band, but elementary music and choir and orchestra and all the parts of our programs that we have here. And we could not do the things that we do without the support of the Sycamore Music Boosters. So we really appreciate all that they've done for us. If you did anything to help out at our fall craft fair, you helped us out through the Music Boosters program, and we really appreciate that as well. And we encourage you, as we move forward into the spring and into the fall, to check out the Music Boosters. They have a webpage, which I should have put on the program and didn't. It's sycamoremusicboosters.com. It doesn't get much easier than that. Check that out. See what ways you can help out in some capacity, whatever that is, whether it's with time or resources. We appreciate it. I know for our older students, especially middle school and high school, they will be offering scholarships to summer music camps, which are finally starting to kind of get going again. So the students who are in middle school and high school want to take note of that, because it's an opportunity for you to attend music camp and get a pretty substantial scholarship in the process. So another way that they help us out. I think I've talked enough. They're ready. Farm Out. I want to remind you, whether you're a parent of a high school student or a parent of one of the students on stage, this group only practiced together tonight. Otherwise, every school has met separately. They did this in 20 minutes and put all this together. So really, they've done an awesome job so far tonight. You know, it's sort of like trying a new recipe. You never know how it's going to turn out until you put it all together. I mean, we've you know all the components, what they're like, but until we put it together, we don't really know. And now we're finding out. It's really great. Our next song, Sweetly Sings the Donkey. Now, that's kind of a sort of a contradiction in terms, isn't it? and I think we're ready to go back there, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, Sweetly Sings the Donkey. Our next song is the last song you will ever hear them perform out of the book on this stage, because for our next concert in May, we will be performing individual pieces of sheet music, individual songs with different parts for different instruments. So that's a huge step to take. To that, and we're not going to take that step just yet, because we're going to take a few weeks off from full band over the next month. So yeah, next week there will be no full bands. And in addition to that, several of us will be attending the All-State Music Conference in Peoria. So students may be having some of their lessons are maybe also canceled for next week, because we will be gone during that time. So students, make sure you check in with us so you know what's going on with that. We're letting you know that. I know for me it's Thursday and Friday next week. There will be no band lessons with Mr. Goodman. For Mrs. Cooper, no lessons on Thursday. On Friday. No lessons on Friday with Mrs. Cooper. But there will be no full band for the next few weeks, and we'll send you a reminder when we're about ready to start up again. And we will be playing songs not out of the book, although we might be playing some in band practices, but we'll be playing individual songs with individual parts for each instrument. So to close up our Essential Elements book for this, Essential Elements, what am I saying? Standard of Excellence. My goodness, I'm mixing up orchestra and band. Standard of Excellence book, Song 51, Skip It, Lou. Okay, we're going to make one last switch in the percussion section, I think, for a few of them. And in the meantime, a couple of things about what's going to happen next. So the 5th grade will be leaving the stage after this next piece. They're going to be sitting down here, and our 8th grade band will be coming up next. Hopefully, if you didn't get a copy of the program, you scanned the QR code that we had up there. That's something that we started doing in the music department to conserve paper, especially with smartphones these days. They're not quite as obnoxious as the old, phones where you didn't have a lot of control over the brightness. So, and you also can print those if you wish to keep a copy of them. They can be downloaded as PDFs and printed at home if you wish. So you can have a copy of those. So we encourage you to please allow your 5th graders to stay through the rest of the concert. Each band is only playing 3 pieces. It won't be very long. We won't keep you up too late, but you'll get a chance to hear what your students will sound like in a few years from now, because pretty much all those students that are sitting over there were all up here at one point in time on this stage as well. So you'll see how far they've come in that time. Of course, you'll also see how far this group has come, because our last song, Jingle Bells, is a full page of music, not a 2-line song like they've been playing. And it has 2 sections on it, too. So they play the opening section of it, and then the middle verse section, and then they even go back and play the first section again. So it's a pretty substantial song, and it's a lot of playing for the students to do. We're really proud that they've put this together and learned this piece as well as they have. So if we're done dropping sticks in the back, I think we're ready. This is our final selection of 5th grade, and then please give us a moment while we change out the groups to our 8th grade.
Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Hi there. My name is Scott Mertens. I'm the director of bands at Sycamore Middle School. I am so glad to be here tonight. I see so many friendly faces. I thought fifth grade, I thought you did an excellent job. You guys did the whole Jingle Bells. Woohoo! While we're moving the drum set out, I just want to talk about a couple things, give them a little bit of time that I was going to talk about anyway. First thing, Sycamore Music Boosters. I could talk louder. Okay. So anyway, Sycamore Music Boosters. As we speak right now, they are meeting in the library. For those of you who don't know, you walk in this door, you come in this hallway, you get to a certain juncture here and you make a right, and that's where the library is. They meet the third Thursday of every school month except for December. They meet there, and they make lots of decisions that impact your children's lives, these children's lives, all of those students who participate in music. They fund scholarships for camps. They fund college scholarships. They have funded many of the things that these students have, that they play on, many of the large instruments. The piano that the $50,000 piano that we have was fundraised exclusively and donated with help from First National Bank of DeKalb County, and money that we made from Note to Remember, which is a fundraiser that we have or have had and will be again soon. We were able to fundraise that whole piano. So many instruments, marching band uniforms, and those are just things for band. There are many things for orchestra, cellos, basses, so amplifiers, you name it. They have come to the aid of our students over and over again, but they need help. I'm going to look here at the list of jobs that we have open. We need, let's see, here we go. We need craft fair chair people. Both of our craft fair chair people are moving on, but they are around and very involved in this program and are going to be helping to train. But we really, if you have, we were looking for people to help with the craft fair, publicity chairs, scholarship chair, and treasurer. Those are all positions that we have open for next school year. So, and one of the things that we want to do, we want to get more young parents, more parents involved in that organization. And with COVID and all, it's basically, everybody's just been trying to hang on. This is a great way to stay involved with your children's lives as they get older. A lot of times in elementary school, there's opportunities to stay involved, like in the classroom. As they go through middle school, it gets a little more a little harder to do that without being like, without helicoptering. This is a fantastic way to do that because you have an idea of what's going on, you have additional things you talk to your children about, and you're doing amazing work helping these kids, helping our program. Let's see, we've had our fourth or fifth top 3 finish for IHSA for high school, for solo ensemble and organizational. So anyway, please, 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 Sycamore Music Boosters, I'll be sending some more information home about that organization very soon. We need your help. Okay, how are we doing percussion? They need me to tune, don't you? I forgot to bring my tuner. One moment and then we'll get going. Okay, the first piece we're going to do tonight is a sort of fanfare-like piece by the wonderful composer Samuel Hazo, who creates a lot of music for young bands. And the name of the song is As Winds Dance. Okay, it will be. Is it in the back room? We gotta go. We're gonna go ahead and play it. Yes, I'll say the quiet part out loud. We are small. Yes, we are. These guys, when they were in 5th grade, guess what happened? COVID. Everywhere. So, and as a result, like, and bless these guys, like, so what we did full band online. You guys don't know. That was, so I was basically like, I recorded myself playing all the parts, playing all the different band parts, and I'm like, okay, guys, let's play it together. And then I'd play like what I recorded, like on like, you know, Soundtrap or one of those like digital audio workstation things, you know. And they're like, yeah, they were awesome. They were so talkative. They made the best of it, and they are on stage right now, and they're making music. And I can't tell you how proud I am of these guys. Yes. So like our sixth grade on up are like really, we're just bursting at the seams. We're doing great, you know. So like these guys, you know, we lost a few after that, you know, because even my mad DJ skills, you know, it's like, okay, let's go band with a dance beat, which if you guys are lucky, I'll let you hear sometime. So anyway. Or if you're unlucky, I'll let you hear. So anyway, we're gonna play our next song. This is, any of you familiar with Simple Gifts? It's a song you've probably heard. This is a gift to see simple. This is a gift. Oh, okay, you didn't come to hear me sing. Sorry, or mess up the words. But do 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 do. If any of you have heard the Appalachian Spring by Aaron Copland, that's also based on that folk song, Simple Gifts. This piece by John Higgins is based on that work, and you'll hear it in different variations within the band. This is Overture on a Shaker Tune. What are the other things that I do for this school district besides work with the middle school concert bands? Is I also work with the high school jazz band. I have this. I don't know what you call it. Maybe it's not really a hobby because I make money at it, but I do jazz on the side. I play every Tuesday night. Right now, I'm playing at a club in Aurora. My band's got an album out, all that stuff. You don't need to know that. What you need to know is that I run the high school jazz band, and one of my highlights is when I get to kind of program like sort of jazzy sort of pieces for middle school concert band. This song, how many of you guys have seen The Incredibles? All right, okay. So, okay, I think I picked a good one. Good. All right. So you guys are going to be my judges here. You guys will have to, listen and give me your feedback at some other point, maybe, after the song or sometime when I see you guys, By the way, I run a summer camp for 5th grade going into 6th grade band. So that's something that you'll be receiving probably in March or April. You'll be receiving some information on that. Where we do for 4 days at the middle school, we get together and we play lots of fun songs and just kind of get to know each other. Because as you know, right now we're at separate buildings. This gives us a chance to kind of get to know each other before the school year starts and gives you a little bit of a head start as far as the school year. It has been very popular, and the students who went really had a good time last year. My wife helped out. Mr. Goodman helped out. So anyway, it was a great time. So that's coming your way, 5th graders. 8th graders, you've got a lot of fun stuff Mr. Goodman's going to talk about with you. This song is The Incredibles.
Nice job, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll clear the stage and we'll make way for the high school symphonic band. Thank you very much.
right, on to our high school symphonic band. The symphonic band is one of two bands that we have at the high school, and students are actually auditioned to be part of this band. So it's primarily upperclassmen, but it is all grade levels as well. So we have two bands here at the high school, and one is our concert band, primarily our freshmen and sophomores, and then our symphonic band is primarily our upperclassmen, juniors, and seniors. We are starting out with a classic march because that's something that we like to hear bands play a lot, and it's something that we play quite often, the March Grandioso. First time we ever did this concert, a parent who was actually a neighbor of mine at the time too came up and said that this was the coolest thing he'd ever seen. His child was in 5th grade at the time, and it was really neat to see that. And because for 5th grade, you get to hear what you're going to sound like in a couple years, right? You know, 8th grade, you're going to hear what you may be playing next year. But I think what's also really cool that you may not think about is for the high school students to think about what they sounded like maybe not so long ago. And I think that's kind of fun to be a little nostalgic about too. So it's neat to have those opportunities as well. 8th grade, by the way, Mr. Mertens did a shout out to 5th grade. We're going to do a shout out to 8th grade. You guys were awesome up here. Nice job, by the way. That was fabulous. It's really good. I'm going to share a little secret with you, though, that they may not want to know. They learned this music in 11 days. So, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell them I told you that. All right. But it will show you how fast they learn stuff. It's pretty cool. Want to take an opportunity right now because Mr. Mertens was talking about how we have an award-winning music department here at the high school, not just band, but band, choir, and orchestra, and that the state has recognized us 4 of the last 7 years in the top 3 of our school size for being one of the best programs in the state. And I think that's a pretty cool tribute. I also want to recognize right now our all-state students. Next week, in like a week from tonight, they will be playing in Peoria with hundreds and hundreds of other students from across the state as part of our Illinois Music Education Association All-State Music Conference. So I'm going to recognize those students here. If you please hold your applause while we do that. And also some special shout-outs, too. All right, let's see. McKenna DeShow, second chair in the top band at the state conference. Jake Rundle, an oboe, by the way. Jake Rundle, oboe, second chair in our second orchestra. Stay standing. I should have started from the back. See, I messed it up again. Elise Goodman on flute. On violin, Emma Fredericks, multi-talented. On cello, Luke Templin, also multi-talented. I forgot 7 because we have a special guest artist with us playing string bass, Daniel Boss, on string bass as well. Great to have him with us playing tonight. It's a cool sound to add a string bass to a band. And then also, first chair in the state for jazz, Colin Warner on trombone. Congratulations to all of our all-state students. It's neat when I can stand up here and look at our one school, and then we have some students who are in the top of their sections from the entire state when they're compared against each other. That's a pretty cool feeling. All right, moving on to our next piece, Hungarian Dance by Johannes Brahms. It was originally written for piano, and then it was turned into an orchestra piece, and then someone turned it into a band piece. It's a lot of fun. Don't bounce up and down on your chairs. I know you're going to want to, though. All right, for our final selection, we are going to turn back to American music again, in this case, Dixieland or New Orleans-style jazz. This is a really fun piece, and it's a cool opportunity because as I featured some of our All-State musicians, this gives me an opportunity to also feature some of our senior musicians as well. So we're going to feature on drum set, Alex Clark, on trombone, Colin Wunner. Now, we do have a junior covering tuba, though. Jessica Bull does covering tuba for us. On clarinet, Camden Buchanan, and on trumpet, Luke Templin. They are our Dixieland combo, and we're going to feature them on this last piece. Thank you so much for coming tonight. We really appreciate it. Just a couple logistical things as we start to head out of here. The 8th grade band and high school symphonic bands, we're going to need you guys to get up onto the stage area and get back to your spaces to get picked up as quick as you can. And then percussionists, if you can help us clear the stage after. 5th grade band, we want you to stay put for a little bit so we can get them in and out of those spaces before we send you back to the band room to put away your things and pack up. So you hang tight for just a few extra minutes while we get these guys in, and then parents, you can wait for them in the main hallway out here, and then we'll send that back out to you once they're all cleaned up. Percussion students or 5th grade percussion, we'll have you guys come up on the stage this way, and then you can go back into the room and get your things so you don't have to overlap with everybody else. I think that covers all the logistics things. Am I good, Mrs. Cooper, Mr. Mertens? Are we okay? Think we're good? Right? All right, so here we are with Dixieland Jazz Funeral. If you've never seen one of these, you should check it out. Somebody here said they've been to one in the band. Who was it? Who said they've been to one? Was that Camden? You been to one of these? No, okay. Someone said they've been to one, but just check it out. You'll see it. It starts out sad. We're really sad. It's an unfortunate thing. We're going to miss this person, and then after that, after the funeral is over, then the band processes back into town, and they have a great time, and they celebrate that person, and that's what we're going to do with this fun piece.
Don't worry about it.